Hey, what's going on, YouTube? You got the old Mongo Man here and Kenny off to Wellsburg to get his car, get the day started. It's Saturday morning here, about 8:30. We got big plans for today, and that is to get Henry in primer. Lots of work has been put in to date on Henry, and we're hoping that today we can culminate some of that work and get it in primer. KJ's not going to talk to us. He's going to play on his phone. What do we need to get done today, KJ? So that we can prime it. What do we need to get done so we can prime it?
Door handles and the roof, finish the tailgate.
Oh, we're doing all the plastics now?
No.
With primer? Oh, inside the door handles, never mind. What he's talking about is sanding all the areas around the inside of the door handles. That the last guy who painted it didn't do a very good job prepping in that area, and the paint's not sticking. So that's all going to be done. There's mud work on the roof that needs to be completed. Tailgate needs to be done. I think, didn't I put a little bit more mud on the front bumper?
Yeah.
That needs to be taken care of. And once we get all that done, we can wipe it down, clean the garage up, put some masking on that thing, get it squirted. I got to figure out how we're going to keep the paint from getting back into the door jambs so that we don't cover all that fresh paint back there with primer. So that'll be interesting, I'm sure. There's a product that they sell. It's a foam you can put in those door jambs that stops that from happening, but obviously we don't have it. So we'll have to come up with some type of alternative. So as you guys saw in our last video, KJ was having some jet ski problems, so he dug into those things last night. The one jet ski had been taking on water, so what we did with that one was hook the water hose up. Actually, we filled the tub clear full of water up over the dry shaft because we thought possibly the water was leaking through the dry shaft, but found out it wasn't. Then we filled the tub up with water and let the water run, which later we found out was a problem, but I'll explain that in a second, as we just barely missed a tree in the road. Hooked the hose up to it to run it, and then we just let the hose run without it running, which we do not recommend doing with a jet ski, or at least a Bombardier. I don't know if they're all that way, but what we did find out though was that there was a couple loose hose clamps up on the manifold, on the exhaust manifold, that needed to be tightened up because they were leaking pretty good. So we think that's where KJ was getting the water leaking inside of the tub from. But what happened was, because we let that water run while the ski wasn't running, it
was hydrolocked.
Yeah, hydrolocked it. We filled the cylinders with water and we hydrolocked it, which we do believe is possibly what happened to the other ski as well, whenever it was out on the water. So right now we pulled the spark plugs out of it, got it all cleaned out, got it running again, so that one's in good shape. But the starter is definitely bad on ski number 2. So the second ski, the one we were towing in the video, found out that battery voltage was good, but the starter was still giving us some problems. So KJ was checking it out yesterday, and we feel that the starter is bad on that ski. So we're going to, he's got one coming for tomorrow, right there. So we'll be changing the starter on that ski, and we'll get some video of that. Let you guys see what it is to change the starter on a 97 Sea-Doo GTI. After we get the starter in, hopefully we'll have both jet skis and the boat for next weekend, which is what we're trying to make an annual trip to Summersville. The entire family's coming, so that ought to be a good time. Did just get the boat back. We took the boat up here to a local guy, Jason Fantone, and he did some sanding on it and shined her all up, made it look like a new penny. Now what we got to get done is got to get all the decals and stickers back on it. Sis is going to make those up. The Sylvan on the side, and the S180i, which is what that thing is, we believe. And go from there, make that thing look like it should. I do want to get some pinstripe for it, but I don't have any yet. I'm looking for blue and gold, or like a blue and tan. That's what was on it. That's what I'd like to put back on it. KJ's got some more parts coming in. Somebody pulling out in front of us here. KJ's got some more parts coming in for Henry. The
badges yesterday.
Badges came in. He's got a nice set of F-250 badges. What they say,
international, and the international logo after that.
International on the bottom of them with a little international logo. They look really nice. What else did you get? You got plastics coming in today for the rear bumper.
Yeah.
I tried to get him to buy plastics for the front bumper, but we're not independently wealthy and don't have the
I might know somebody who has one. He won't answer me right now.
$400. KJ's looking for a good paintable upper plastic, because the one we have, yeah, it's beat up pretty good. We got the bumpers looking pretty good. Got just about all the little dings and dents out of them. Got a little bit more mud to work on the one, and I think we're good. KJ's going to clean up the back side of the other one so we can get it done. And then hopefully, like I said, we're going to get this thing in primer today. We're off, like I said, right now, getting KJ's car. It's down at Wellsburg. He had a set of tires put on it and got it lined up. That way it doesn't run these brand new tires off of it. Then I'll stop off and see if y'all put anything in the mailbox. From there, we'll get this show on the road. My plan is to not leave the garage today until that thing is gray in epoxy primer. How I feeling, Bill? All right. Stick around with us. This will probably be a pretty good video. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. So as we go by the home of the El Camino here, I do got some El Camino news. I'll put some B-roll in here.
Today's the day the 85 El Camino goes to the junkyard. See you later, Al.
So Rowdy, in an effort to clean up his house, took the parts El Camino in and scrapped it yesterday.
He's feeling it, okay?
Yeah, that's what I said. He ripped the rear end out from underneath of it, as you can see in this video, and took it in, and they unloaded it there with the big pincher, and there is no more parts El Camino.
Yeah,
But
there's two, isn't there?
well, there is another one, but not. This was the one that was actually at the house. The El Camino is still in hibernation. The only time it's been out is when KJ and I have taken it out. Much like I don't. What is it? It's like we got something going on here. All these old cars only come out when we take them out. Pabst Corvette, the El Camino, 51 Pontiac, 48 Pontiac.
67 Chevelle.
Yeah, so KJ and I have been busy and have, I guess maybe we should offer a...
Get your...
get your old car out and service.
Classic car running.
We will have a couple videos upcoming here soon. We're going to be bringing the 67 out of hibernation. We just don't know when. KJ wants to do it once the 7.3 is done, but we've got a bunch of other projects that we've got to get done too. KJ recently, another reason the 7.3's got to get done, he's trying to get back in the parts truck business and has purchased a 1988 F-250 306 5-speed with the ZF5 and a, what year's the Superduty? So a 2000 F-250 Superduty with the 5.4 automatic. Both are going to be parts trucks, and they're further out Gentile Ridge. That KJ was looking at the one truck a while back, finally made a deal with the guy. But
he was going to be in patch replacement.
Yeah, that was going to be, rather than us do Pat, it was going to be that parts truck, but we decided just to do Pat instead. So now we're further ahead and got a boat because of it.
Probably would have made more money.
I don't know. Wouldn't have had more fun though.
You probably wouldn't have took that one down to the frame because it wasn't terrible.
Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to get the parts truck business started back up. We're gonna have to clean up the junkyard So that means that Cooter's going to have to move. I need to get the parts boat for Phoenix either tore apart or put somewhere where it's not going to fill up with water. I haven't yet decided if I'm going to use the top off of that for Phoenix or what we're going to do there. I need to get the engine out of that boat because I'd really like to use that engine for the Cobra. There's about a million things rolling around in my head that we need to do. We got a Ford Ranger we need to put a transmission in. Neighbor has got an old Charger that he wants me to put back together. And then there's an old Ford pickup truck that needs worked on. Just all kinds of stuff that needs done, but not enough time in the day. So we're gonna try and get the 7.3 out of there so we can start moving on these other projects, and maybe someday I'll actually get my Bronco back in the garage, but I'm not counting on that. We'll see what happens. All right, you done yet? No. What are you waiting for? You. Why? Why are you always waiting on me? Because I can. I guess we gotta get something done, even if it is wrong, which it probably will be. Hey, what's going on, everybody? KJ and I are just getting ready to get out of the garage here for a couple minutes, give a walk away from this thing so we can regroup, catch some more energy. When we come back, we're gonna mask everything off and we're gonna put some primer on this bad boy. So this morning, we got all the mud work done, found a couple more spots that needed work, and then went over the whole entire truck with 220 again. So the whole truck has been sanded about 7 times. And everything we think is ready to go. This will be your front bumper. Of course, this is the tailgate. KJ tore the rear bumper apart, so now all we have to paint is the 2 little pieces there. Looking down the passenger side. We just got done wiping everything off for the first time so that it's all good and clean, so we can tape it. Once we tape the truck, we'll go ahead and wipe it off again, and then we'll put some primer on it. Everything looks pretty good. It's just about ready to go. All right, it is now 5:45 Saturday evening. We are ready to spray paint. KJ is back there getting everything wiped off, getting all the dust off of it from everything we've done here today. As you can see, the truck is all masked off and ready to go. I'm a fan of the pink film, and I just ran out. Bumpers are ready. You guys have seen those. And here's what the truck looks like in all its glory. JJ's wiping it down with a dry rag. We'll get a wet rag next. And we're ready to go. I'm gonna start mixing some paint. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 7 o'clock, 1 hour later, and we have a primer gray F250 2001 Super Duty. I put 2 coats on everything, and I like what it looks like. Did find some work that we're gonna have to do. But the color always does that. If you look at this tailgate here, right above this area right here, that line is kind of crooked. And then down between the E and the R is a little low. Come over here on this side. We'll come right up here to the door. And boy, you can really see it now. Right there, there's a dent that needs to go. And then as far as dents, I think that's it. But that line disappears just like it did before in that bed. We'll have to fix that, and then it's got a little goofy thing going on right there. So I'm gonna have to do tape on that line so I can get it back. But this line back here was doing the same thing to me, and I fixed it, so no worries. We will fix it. We will make it better. What do you think, Kenny?
There's all kinds of stuff going on with that hood.
Wrong with the hood?
No, there's stuff going on with it.
Well, it's got a little bit of water in it. What do you say? Oh, that'll all come out. That's high filling bill, baby. You can hide a multitude of things in high filling bill. Yep, that's the only run I've made right there that I have seen. That's the only one. Roof is all done. It's kind of dry sprayed, but I couldn't reach all the way across. Cab corners all look good. So from here, we're going to sand this bad boy down. We're going to give it some time to cure. And we're going to sand it all down one more time. Then we'll probably seal it. Oh, there's no probably. Then we will seal it. And once the sealer's on it, it'll be ready to paint. My plan would be to do sealer, paint, and clear all in the same day. That will be a long day. Trust me. All right, so that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and put this video together so we can have it up for tomorrow. Hopefully I got enough video here to make a decent one. But we do appreciate your comments, likes, subscribe to the channel if you would, please. And we will see you next week sometime. Mongo and Kenny are out.